On 23 August 2023 around 6 pm, when the Indian Space Research Organization made successful in soft landing of Chandrayaan 3, a lunar mission on the moon, India became the fourth country after United States, Russia and China to touch down the moon, and India also became the first country to touch down the moon on its south pole, which creates a history in the field of space science and made every Indian proud with this remarkable achievement. The journey toward the moon has been started since 2008 when India launched its first lunar mission to moon, Chandrayaan 1. The purpose of this mission is enter into the space orbit of moon. India made it successful. Chandrayaan 1, also known for its remarkable achievement for discovery of presence of water molecules in the lunar soil. It also confirmed that the moon was completely molten once. The second attempt toward the moon made by India in 2019 when India launched its second lunar exploration mission Chandrayaan 2. It consists of a lunar orbiter, a lander and a rover. The main purpose of this mission to touch down the moon by making a soft landing of Vikram lander. But unfortunately, the communication between the lander and the mission control station on Earth was lost after Vikram lander reached an altitude of 2.1 km above the moon's surface. The rover was destroyed along with lander when the lander crash landed on the moon. But the passion and dedication of the ISRO and India did not stop here with this. India made its third attempt toward lunar exploration mission with Chandrayaan 3 in 2023. India launched Chandrayaan 3 on 14 July 2023 and 23 August 2023 at 6 pm. India, the first country to successfully land a spacecraft near the lunar south pole and the fourth country to soft landed on the moon, which taught us that a setback is not a failure, it's a lesson learned from. Almost all the news media around the world were busy in sharing such news of India's remarkable achievement. There were a time when these media made fun of India for its space exploration ideas. Now, which is a hard slap in the mouth of such medias from India by achieving such. The estimate cost of the Chandrayaan first moon mission was approx $80 million, while the estimate cost of Chandrayaan 2 was around $142 million, which was less than the budget of Hollywood movies like Avengers, The Endgame, Avatar and many others. The estimate cost of Chandrayaan 3 mission was around $75 million. In stark contrast, the budget for Christopher Nolan's award-winning film Interstellar, which was praised for its captivating depiction of space, was more than twice as large as that of Chandrayaan 3. Even the China's moon mission, the first Chang'e probe, was costlier. ISRO was previously known as the Indian National Committee for Space Research, that is INCOSPR, set up under Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru in 1962, recognizing the need for space research. INCOSPR grew and became ISRO in 1969 within the Department of Atomic Energy. In 1972, the Government of India set up a Space Commission and Department of Science, bringing ISRO under it. Thumba, which is in Kerala, was chosen for the rocket launching station. Thumba is in the district of Trivandrum, which is on the southern tip of India, which is very close to Earth's magnetic equator to launch sounding rockets. Before launching the rocket, Thumba was just a village with peaceful seashore, coconut groves and simple huts. It was Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, the father of Indian space program, who noticed a small church in this sleepy town. He observed that this holy place was on the Earth's magnetic equator, an imaginary line perfect for boosting a spacecraft's speed. The villagers of Thumba were relocated to a new place. A new church was built in this brand new village within 100 days as a gesture of honor for the inhabitants. In Thumba, the church was converted into a workshop and the priest's home was converted into his office. The cattle sheds were used as storage houses and laboratories. The scientists received very little funding and facilities, but they were so enthusiastic that they still assembled India's first rocket. There were a lot of challenges that had to resolve on the daily basis. Thumba did not have even the basic facilities. This village had no hotel or other food places, so the scientists had to visit Thiruvananthapuram railway station daily to eat breakfast and dinner. Such were the days. There was only one jeep, which was nearly unavailable. As a result, scientists either walked or used a bicycle for their commute and transporting all materials needed to build the rockets. The scientists used bicycles and bullock carts to carry rockets to the launching pad. Initially, India was dependent on other countries like Soviet Union for its rocket launching. Aryabhatta spacecraft, the India's first satellite, was launched by Soviet Union on April 1975. But now India not only launches its space rockets but also the foreign countries like United States of America, Canada, Japan, European countries, United Arab Emirates and so many other countries dependent on India for their space rockets launch. In 2014, India made its successful attempt in entering the Mars orbit in its first attempt. The mission named was Mars Orbiter Mission, which was unofficially known as Mangalyaan, and ISRO became the fourth space agency after Roscosmos, NASA and European Agency. Even though Japan and China have failed to reach there, while India made it in its first attempt. The estimate cost of the Mangalyaan mission was approx 74 million US dollar, which was less than the cost of Hollywood film Gravity. In 2017, ISRO successfully launches 104 satellites in a single flight, which was another astonishing achievement to launch 100 plus satellites in a single mission. India is continuously doing its effort in the field of space exploration to achieve the new heights in this field. India has made its regional navigation system named IRNSS, unofficially known as NAVIC, which has lowered the Indian navigation dependent on America's GPS and Russia's GLONASS navigation system. And the development of cryogenic engine was another remarkable achievement of ISRO. Aditya L1 mission is one of the first Indian observatory class mission. It will be the first Indian solar mission. It would study the solar corona using a solar coronagraph. Gaganyaan is an Indian crewed orbital spacecraft. It is intended to be the basis of the Indian human space flight programs. NISAR is a joint project of NASA and ISRO used for remote sensing. Then Chandrayaan first study for the Venus planet, Lunar Polar Exploration Mission, then Mangalyaan 2, Gaganyaan 3 and so many others. When there was a time when British ruled in India, they called that the native people of India are savaged and need to be civilized. For this, they started a mission called the White Man's Burden. India was called a country of snake charmers, full of beggars, the third world country. But one thing they must know that when the world did not knew about the letters and words, the tons of Vedic literatures have been written in India. Now the West have realized the true potential and talent of India when in every field, whether space science and technology, defense, commerce and business, sports, research and many more. Most of the CEO of multinational companies are Indians. Even Indians are beating the West in every field. Once the United States have denied to give India cryogenic technology, but with its talent and potential, India developed its own cryogenic technology. Now the United States is cooperating with India in the field of space science and other tech-related field. When the whole world was suffering from COVID pandemic with its severe consequences, it was India at that time who was providing COVID vaccine to the world. Now seeing the Indian potential and talent, the developed world is attracting toward India and are very keen to cooperate with India.